there, I'm Kylie and this is Fangeared. If you're on the animated film scene, or you haven't been living under a rock since 1986, you'll know that the internet's been abuzz with the news of Hayao Miyazaki retiring from animation. So if you're not, in the know, Hayao Miyazaki is the founder of Studio Ghibli, a Japanese animation studio responsible for favorites like My Neighbor Totoro, Castle in the Sky, Princess Mononoke, and the 2003 Oscar award-winning Spirited Away. Now the internet's all a-Twitter with this news, because Hayao Miyazaki is basically considered the Walt Disney of Japanese animation. But why are people upset? Now hear me out. I'm as big of a fan of Studio Ghibli as anyone else. Spirited Away is one of my favorite movies. But Hayao Miyazaki is not the sole person involved with Studio Ghibli responsible for great movies. Take Isao Takahata, for example. He's responsible for Grave of the Fireflies, which was released as a double feature with My Neighbor Totoro in 1986. Which actually didn't do so well because Grave of the Fireflies had such a grave nature. Takahata also directed Only Yesterday, My Neighbors the Yamadas, and Pompoko, which, if you're familiar, is indeed the movie with the raccoons with the giant balls. There are also other directors that were responsible for great movies that came from Studio Ghibli, such as Secret World of Arrietty. Completely different director. Miyazaki did do screenwriting for a lot of these, though. However, why is it that Hayao Miyazaki is basically associated with anything that comes from Studio Ghibli? Well, he was one of the founders, not the sole founder. But a lot of other Studio Ghibli films lack the kind of flowery whimsy that come with Miyazaki movies, despite their dark undertones. Check out theories on My Neighbor Totoro, you'll see what I mean. So what does this mean for the future of animation in Japan? Miyazaki, just like Disney Studios, has basically been reigning the animated film industry in Japan for 50 plus years. So what does this mean for other producers like Studio Chizu, who recently came out with the film Wolf Children in 2012, which won several awards and has been at a lot of international film festivals, which is a great movie, but not necessarily as child-friendly as Miyazaki films. You could also take films like Paprika, Perfect Blue, and Millennium Actress by Satoshi Kon, another great Japanese animator who sadly was overshadowed by Ghibli's animated films. So I guess we'll see over in the States how The Wind Rises turns out. This is Miyazaki's last film. He's hoping to still continue to work in Ghibli, but not make any more feature films. So we'll see what the future holds. And we also have the Porco Rosso sequel, which is flowery and nice and whimsical. Even in the absence of Miyazaki films, the very brief absence, more serious animated films started to flourish. So we'll see what happens with the lack of, nice, happy, supposedly happy anime films from Japan. Comments, questions, concerns? Leave it in the comments. Like and subscribe. Peace.